Predators. Nashville didn't help us out. No, is your mic on?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, fucker.
You guys, can you talk into your mic?
Mic issues!
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I want to say something before we go. Casey was doing mic checks, and John was over there, but wasn't listening.
Mic issues!
John was over there, and he wasn't even checking.
Nuts mic is not
Hey, nice fucking job with the mics. Got no motherfucking mics. Nice job. Go fuck yourself.
I can
Not you, John. Him.
talk.
Check. Prestige worldwide. Anyways, as I was saying, my dog likes to kick when I'm in the bed. I don't know if you guys have ever had experience with that, but dogs kicking, not conducive to good sleep.
Rocky just
No.
pushes.
And no matter the size of the dog, they find a way to take up the whole bed.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really weird.
Yep, they go right in the middle.
Right in the middle. How's Tessie?
Tessie stays on her side. I don't know. The dog comes every once in a while on my side. I fucking take my feet and get the fuck over there.
Tessie's such a great dog. I don't know why you don't like her.
It's not that I don't like her. It's
She's
just
not a pit bull.
It's just not a real dog.
Is there any real dogs besides pit bulls?
Hey, I play with Rogue.
You did play with
I play
Rogue.
with Rogue.
All right,
This Rogue's
anyways.
a real dog.
Big Nick, you want to get us started off?
Yeah, let's do this shit. Enough therapy for one day.
3-5-1.
That's good that you told me that because it was
Yeah.
a wild card if I was going to get
Is
that.
today Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
Today's joke of the day.
We gotta change
Joke
this.
of the day.
All right, episode 351 on the Bloss. Shit. All right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. What do we got coming out today? That's actually really not coming out today. Okay. We have the TikTok game Do Not Repeat coming out tonight at 8 p.m.
Was that yesterday?
That's what we did yesterday.
That's what we did
yeah.
yesterday.
Yep. So that's coming out.
I blame Johnny really quick for that because I was not explaining the rules. And supposedly you were kicked out of the game.
You kicked us out of the game because
Well,
you said Italian wedding.
I wouldn't have rather kicked out anyone else, Dante.
Not when they said
I
that.
couldn't
when they
believe you
said
said
it was
Italian
you.
soup.
Why? Because I'm Italian.
Well, no, it wasn't Italian.
When
I
they
just-
said you're the one that got me out, I was like, yeah, that makes
Why are
sense.
you watching us?
Do you like Italian
I
wedding
don't
soup?
like being watched.
When I used to work at a restaurant, that was like one of the
Hey,
only
watch
soups
this.
we served. So
It is a good soup. All right. That's what we got going
I
on.
don't think I've had Italian.
You've never had Italian wedding
Ever had
soup?
time with the little meatballs?
I don't know. I'm not a
Meatballs
big.
or sausage?
I really don't like soup.
Really?
I don't like soup. You have to eat it. All right. So if you don't eat it when it's
We're gonna
hot,
go
it's
by
not
committee
good.
today.
When
Go
you
by
eat it when it's hot, it makes you hot and all sweaty, and it's just like you're eating a liquid. I don't know. I don't really fuck with
Hey, so
soup.
can I quickly touch upon? I was reading some of the comments on the book video yesterday.
Everyone thought. So
You're a schmuck. is essentially what people were saying.
Everyone thought I was like. They kept saying I was flexing, saying I've
Yeah.
never read a book. I would like to clear this up. I'm not flexing that I've never. I don't think I'm like super cool now that I have never read a book or whatever. I'm just telling you, I've never read a book.
yeah, I didn't understand
People-
that either.
People are literal insane people in the comments. Hey, everyone, you're all insane. All of you.
Yeah, they were coming hardcore at you.
They're all, kid thinks he's so cool because you're a book. It's like,
I'm
not
almost-
really. I just
weird
never read a book.
Yeah, weird flex, man.
Yeah,
I'm
weird
almost at the
flex.
point now that I don't even fucking bother looking at the
Dude, I mean,
I do like every now and
in
then.
high school, I probably we had to read like 2 or 3 books a year for English class, whatever, and I probably maybe
never
read
read
half
them.
of one and Spark Notes the rest
There
of
were,
it. Like,
there's a
I'm-
thing called Spark Notes and
I mean, I
Cliff
don't got
Notes
time
and
for that.
yeah.
I don't care
No,
about reading
what the
Catcher in the Rye or
fuck?
like fuck.
I remember I used to just stare at the fucking page. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Do you guys remember?
So I'd like to say
popcorn
congrats
reading?
to all you. Congrats.
congrats.
Jesus Christ.
the hell?
Congrats to all you fucking losers who love reading all
Hey,
day.
I
every
love
day.
reading, so don't call me a loser, please.
Oh my god.
Did you guys ever do popcorn reading in elementary school?
What's that?
Yeah.
Popcorn reading was like Dante would start and he would read a sentence and then he would go popcorn nut and then I would have to read the next sentence. And then
Anyone who ever we got eggs. Anyone
got eggs.
Popcorn.
and anyone who ever
Time to-
popcorn to me, I literally it was out of class. It was on site. Punched him in the throat. Don't fucking tell me to read.
Hands on site.
Boy, Ryan.
All right. Well, let's start off with topics today. First topic we got.
This is just a question. I think Johnny wanted.
We did that one yesterday,
Oh,
so
you
we're
did?
gonna move
Okay,
on.
never
Yep.
mind then.
Robert Kraft had stern warning for Bill Belichick after Tom Brady won Super Bowl with Bucks. So let's read into this a little bit. Did you guys hear anything about this?
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy talked about it a little bit on the podcast he was on there.
This sounds like clickbait.
All right. Yeah, well, it is Bro Bible, so classic. So during a recent appearance on the I Am Athlete podcast, former 17-year-old NFL veteran running back LaShawn McCoy told a story about the time he ran into Kraft at a party. Of the things that he and the Patriots owner talked about was Brady's departure to Tampa Bay. McCoy spoke about how all of the players he has been around, of which there are many, Brady is the only player that can lead a team the way he does. Quote, he can make the janitor feel better about himself, end quote, he said. While discussing the 4th of July party that he attended with Kraft, McCoy said the Patriots owner had a drink or two, so when they got talking, McCoy hit him with the tough question, how you let Tommy leave? In response, McCoy said that Kraft was mad that Brady left, and he told Belichick that Brady would win a championship with the Buccaneers, so it was time for him to win one. McCoy then went on to say that he doesn't see Belichick winning another Super Bowl again without Brady.
All right.
What do you guys think?
So,
And as much as I hate to say this, I don't know if Belichick's going to win one.
I mean, the way it's looking right now, it's definitely not. Actually, hold on. I want to bring up this tweet that I
You
saw
would think Belichick
yesterday.
would be motivated as hell to fucking get fucking players in there.
Well, you can be as motivated as you want, but when you have the team that you have, I mean, you can only do so much with it.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I
can
mean?
do different shit with personnel and shit like that.
Okay, so this is per Pro Football source at Pro Football. They just do a lot of football analytics and stuff like that.
Pro Football Focus?
Focus, that's what it is. Yeah, I couldn't think of the last F. It says at PFF, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know what it is. Okay, so Josh Allen in 2019, before he got Stephon Diggs, was the 25th ranked quarterback in the NFL. The next 2 years after he got Diggs, he was quarterback 6 and quarterback 10 this past year. Joe Burrow, before he got Jamar Chase, was 18th ranked quarterback. This year, he was the first ranked quarterback. This year, with the weapons that Mac Jones has had, he is ranked the 11th quarterback in the NFL.
You need
So
fucking
that
weapons.
goes to ask the question, not the question, I guess the statement is, if you give Mac Jones a solid wide receiver one like the Bengals have given Burrow and the Bills have given Josh Allen, is it realistic to think that Mac Jones could be a top tier quarterback?
No, we briefly touched upon this yesterday too. You need to get a number one. You can't be successful in the NFL nowadays without a true number one. Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers, they're not number ones. They're not even number twos. Maybe number twos, but they're not that good. Like,
So okay,
you're
let's
not
look at
number
the
one.
radar. Who could they possibly get to be a number one?
The only
Let's
guy
look
that's legit,
Aaron
probably
Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Are we talking about quarterbacks?
No,
Okay,
no.
well, I've-
Receivers.
Just
receivers.
like wide receivers that. All right, so let's
Well,
look
who's
at the free
available,
agents. So these are the free
I don't
agents this
know.
offseason for wide
they're
receivers.
not getting Devontae Adams. They're not getting him.
So I'll
It's
just
not
skip
happening.
over him.
Why is that?
There's no shot.
They're-
They just can't pay him.
No way.
They could.
They're not gonna pay any. I mean, notoriously don't pay people, but
don't
like
pay
they're gonna have to.
Well,
They're
Well,
gonna
are
have
they
to.
in like
I
the
mean-
Hein Bloom organization now? Like they're not going to spend any money, or
They never have like
Belichick's
highly
never
paid.
really spent a lot of money. He spent it a lot last year
I
because
was
he
gonna
had it
say
to burn. But
they changed it up a little bit last offseason, signing a bunch
Yeah.
of guys. But
I
I'm
also
not
believe he
ruling-
did that because he saw Tom Brady win a Super Bowl and he had to make some kind of a statement.
yeah,
Yeah, but like that, nothing's changed there. He still still has that Super Bowl, and Brady and Belichick doesn't.
so these are. I'm going through the list right now, and there's a good amount of receivers available, but these are the most well-known ones. I brought this up the other day. Allen Robinson in Chicago. He had a terrible year in Chicago. You can blame that on the quarterback situation, the coaching situation. You can blame that on a few things. He was making $18 million this year, and he only had 38 catches for 400 yards and 1 touchdown.
Shit.
Not good. But he's going to be available. He's 28, so he's still got a few good years left in him. Chris Godwin,
Okay.
he
Staying in
could be
Tampa,
available
but-
unless they Is it too late to franchise tag him? Or is
You gotta
that
wait until
something-
this season's over.
You gotta wait till the season's over.
They
okay.
just franchise tagged him though. That'd be back-to-back years,
And,
and I'm sure he doesn't want to do that.
Okay.
not only that, he's probably not going to play some of this part of the season next year
Right.
either.
Oh shit, that's
So you got him, like we mentioned, Devontae Adams this year.
Yes, you might take that.
Then you got Will Fuller, Ty Hilton, Juju Smith, AJ
Jesus Christ,
Green,
okay, never
Odell Beckham, Emmanuel Sanders, Jamison
Man,
Crowder.
Sanders is done.
It's not that really stacked.
Then you can look at the draft though.
Then you can look at the draft. Yeah, there are.
Oh, another
good-
N'Keal Harry incident.
I still can't. I mean, at least go like you got a couple. I know the two guys from
Oh, not 2002.
Bama are just got injured ACLs and whatnot, but Mechie and Williams or Jameson. Is it Jameson Williams? I don't.
Yeah, Jameson Williams in Alabama. You got Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, 6 foot, 192.
He's not even their best receiver coming out.
He had 12 touchdowns for Ohio State. Drake London from USC. Chris Olave from Ohio State.
yeah.
Is he the better one?
Yeah.
Traylon Burks from Arkansas. Jahan Dotson from Penn State. Sky Moore from Western Michigan. George Pickens from Georgia.
These are all available receivers.
These are going to be in the draft.
In the
These
draft?
are like the top ranked guys. Yeah, David
Do
Bell,
the
Purdue.
Pats even have a first round pick?
Yeah,
21st
they have
overall.
22, I think. But
So
they
what's that
could
gonna go?
easily trade down.
And didn't
Like,
you guys say this is a not an offensive draft?
I think the top ranked quarterback might go like 10. There's no like top.
10
This isn't
overall.
10 overall. Yeah.
I
I think
thought that was
from
even
Mississippi
fucking
State.
high.
I think
Yeah, I don't even know if there's gonna be like.
I would
say maybe late first round.
So what is this draft? Defense heavy?
Oh, defense.
D
there's-
line, O line,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
there's some good receivers coming out.
Knowing the Patriots will probably take a fucking offensive tackles with their fucking.
Yeah, the number one overall
They
pick
always
right
do.
now projected is Aiden
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson from Michigan. He's nasty.
All right, so let's dream just for a second. All right.
All right.
Is it possible that the Patriots would be interested in a guy like Aaron Rodgers?
No.
I would.
You don't-
Or
you
they
can't-
are
you
they
can't
are they
draft-
sticking with Mac Jones
Yep.
through and through?
Yeah, you draft him at 15 overall. You can't just dump him already. You.
But does Aaron Rodgers make the Patriots instantly better?
Yeah.
But-
Like, does he make
God.
them a Super Bowl contender
The
with the
mo-
weapons that they
yes.
have?
Anywhere he goes.
The most
he makes
important
them.
position in football is a quarterback.
So then why
By
wouldn't
far.
they take a chance at someone? Like if Belichick
'Cause
is that
you-
desperate, I mean, you know he is.
Because you drafted Mac Jones, like Big Nick just said. You got to ride with him now. You put your marbles into that. You trade it up. No, they didn't trade up. You got him. You got your guy. Like,
But Belichick's also known to surprise people with I mean, look what he did with Cam Newton.
they ain't gonna. That's Cam Newton and Aaron Rodgers. They're not gonna pay. They're not gonna get Aaron Rodgers. They're not
Alright,
gonna get Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers wouldn't want to come here anyway.
I don't
he
think so. No.
So
He wouldn't want to play for Belichick.
these are the
Belichick.
quarterbacks. So I'm looking at a mock draft. This is just one. This is CBS Sports. But just going off of this, they have Matt Corral from Ole
just
Miss
put your
going 6 to the Panthers.
shit.
And they have Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh going 9 to the Broncos.
Oh, my
And then
God.
Malik Willis from
Quarterbacks?
Liberty going 11 to the Washington football team.
So bad. This is such a bad
It's
quarterback
a bad
draft.
quarterback draft. It's a very bad quarterback draft.
The way I look at it is, if these idiots want to draft a quarterback, more chances are we'll get an actual really good player.
Yeah. Like those. Like
Those
if you,
teams that are going to get a quarterback are like in desperate need for a quarterback, and this is kind of just like
I
they're going to take a
know.
chance.
But if you're looking,
have 3 picks, right?
yeah.
yeah, they
3 first-round
have-
picks.
they
If
have,
you're
let's
looking
see.
at Matt Corral and Kenny Pickett though, like again, I'm not an NFL GM. I don't know how fucking smart
You
these
got
guys are, but
15, 16, and 19, the Eagles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
16,
a good
19.
like good area. You can get some good players. So you got them taking a linebacker, a D line, and a corner. You can load up there. But yeah, Patriots have the 21st pick right now. They have them taking George Karlaftis from Purdue, a defensive end, second ranked in his position, I guess.
well,
But
When's the draft? May?
Linebackers.
When's the
Yeah.
draft? May?
Is it late April or is it early
April.
May?
that was always April.
I can find that
I
out
think
for
1
you
year
right
was in
now.
May.
NFL draft.
I remember watching it in college and during it was May.
It is April 28th.
Okay, yeah, so it's right on the bubble. All
So-
right, cool. So like, what do you? I mean, do you guys have any closing comments about this whole Kraft thing?
No, I mean,
He's bullish. He wants to win. I mean, he's a fucking competitor. There's no question about it. But I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
he was right.
that-
I mean, he let him win a championship in Tampa. They let him walk, and he's bullshit, which he.
I
rightfully
don't
should be.
know if he was going to stay anyway. Even if he had the greatest relationship with Belichick, I don't think he was going to stay anyway. I think he personally wanted to take a challenge and go somewhere else.
I mean, listen, he
I don't think there was
accomplished
anything they
everything.
could have done to keep him there.
He accomplished everything he had to accomplish in New England. You're there for 20 years.
You don't think they could have paid him out?
I don't think that was the problem. I think the
It was
problem.
just location?
I think his wife wanted to get the fuck out of here. I think she loves it down there. I think she hates the fucking winters. I think he does
Where's
too.
she from?
She's from Brazil.
Brazil.
so-
Yeah, would make sense.
but-
Near
Yeah.
the equator.
I mean, you go take on the challenge. The Buccaneers hadn't won a Super Bowl, and
You literally walked into the most ideal situation. They had the wide receivers. They had
the defense.
the
everything,
defense
yeah.
already. You knew you were going to get Gronk to come with you.
And
like-
it's like no matter what team he went to, when you sign Tom Brady, you're going all in. You go all in no matter what. You got to give up picks, whatever. That's what the Buccaneers did. They went all in and they won a championship the first year, and they can win another one this year. And who knows what the Patriots' mindset was? They hadn't gone all in for a while. They won that Super Bowl with the Rams, but if you look at that roster, I mean, he had nothing. He really didn't have much. That was all because of him. That was
I'm
all
gonna,
him.
I'm going to say this right now, and I think this is very way down the line. Who knows what's really going to happen? If the Patriots do not significantly improve in the next 2 to 3 years, I think Robert Kraft forces Belichick out.
Think so?
I think he forces him out.
That's such an interesting duo that you have there.
You know, I mean, Belichick deserves to go out on his own terms, but I also think if Robert Kraft really wants to move, I mean, if he really wants to make a move here, and Belichick's not fucking doing what he's supposed to do,
And if that happens, we'll never know. We'll always see it as Bill Belichick retired on his own terms. I don't think they'd ever release that to the public.
I don't think they would either. Again, I think Belichick 1,000% deserves to go out on his own terms based on what he's accomplished. But at the same time, if the team is not moving in the direction it needs to go in, the other thing that's important too is you have Mac Jones on his rookie deal. Now is the time that you're able to afford
Load
big-time
up on
players.
guys, right.
Because at some point, even if Mac Jones is a middle-tier guy, he's going to cost you $20 million.
Yeah, that's just the way the NFL is. That's how they give out money. I mean,
That's just the way. And if Belichick says, "Oh, we're not going to pay you," okay, so who are you going to do? You're going to draft somebody else when you're 75 years old, if you're even still coaching by then, which I don't think
Right.
he will be anyway. But
right. I mean, he's turning 70 in 4 months. So
I think Bill's gonna win the record because that's what he's going after right now. He's gonna take control of that record. And
What is
then
it? How many games? What did you say? 30?
He's 38 behind, I think.
he's got to coach for at least another 3 more years.
4 years.
Yeah,
I would
Probably
say.
4, yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's the Patriots are gonna have an interesting offseason. That's. For
I think
damn
there's a
sure.
huge overhaul coming there.
They should be. If not, then we're gonna be in the same situation.
I think leadership. I think guys like Hightower and Scher are not coming back, and I think coaches are going to leave. I think there's a big overhaul coming.
do you think the Crafts are locked in? Because once Robert Kraft retires, it's his son's taking over.
Yeah, I mean Robert Kraft will be the owner until he dies. He's not gonna. He'll never quote unquote retire. He'll just keep that team, and I'm sure his son John does all the day-to-day operation anyway. So, and I'm sure Robert Kraft just goes in if he needs to. I'm sure he's at the point now that it's like, you know, if I have to show up because it's something extremely important, great. But if not, John, you take care of it.
Right.
Because John's not a stupid guy either. I think he's like the head guy over at Mass General or something like that. He ain't no stupid guy. So, yeah. I do like the fact that at least there is a plan in place. Like in Dallas, okay, when Jerry Jones dies, I mean, his
What are they
son's-
gonna do?
His son's gonna take it over. Stephen Jones, and
He'll
he's
save
just
the
as
family.
stupid as his father is. So, but
Where did they make all their money? Oil.
No.
I know Kraft. He didn't even have the money. It was his wife that had the money.
Fuck. I just looked this up the other day about
Is his
Jerry
wife
Jones,
like the
too.
Kraft mac and cheese company, like that?
It's
I don't
actually
think
funny you
that-
say that. I don't
I don't
think
think
so,
so.
but I
I don't think so.
No. It's not because she wouldn't have that last name before.
Well, I didn't know if he took her last name.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, regardless. All right, we're moving on. Mike, you'll like this next topic. We're going to talk a little bit about FanDuel. So FanDuel New York promo offers absolutely insane Knicks odds this week. Dante, do you have a little more on this?
Yeah, so FanDuel, sports gambling just became legal in New York, and usually when they become legal in these states, they offer these crazy promos. Basically, it's not meant for DraftKings to make money. It's more so just to get people to sign up and stuff like that.
Yep.
I didn't see much about this one, but a bettor who signs up for FanDuel New York account get a $1,000 risk-free first bet. And if a bettor were to wager $100 on the Knicks to beat the Pelicans on Thursday night, you would get the $100 whether or not they win or lose. And then they have other promos.
there.
They have other promos
Keep
as
it in your
well.
pants.
It sucks because this shit isn't in Massachusetts, so
What do you think, Mike?
we can't do this.
Sorry, I missed him. I'm trying to read
You're
about
researching Kraft?
No, Jerry Jones.
No.
Borrowed money from Jimmy Hoffa.
And then there's another one where if you bet $5, you can win $150 in cash.
Union guy the mob killed.
Any user who signs up and chooses this offer to pick your NFL team to win, you can bet $5, win $150 if the NFL team of your choice wins its game in the divisional round. So you have a plus 3,000 odds. So like, let's say you think the Buccaneers are going to win this week, and you put $5 down, they win, you get $150. They could have the best odds in the world. You could pick the most lopsided game, and that's what you'll get out of it. They just have these ridiculous promos. Like I said, it's not more so for them to win money. It's more so to get people to sign up. And they're doing other ones as well. I think that one. And then, Mike, we actually talked about this. Kevin told you about it yesterday. There was this one for the Bills-Patriots, and this was insane because my friend was telling me about this, and he actually did it as well. He's in Connecticut. It's legal in Connecticut. So for every 5,000 customers who bet the over in the Bills and Patriots game, you had to put down a minimum $25. The over-under would go down by 0.5 points. So, like, let's say it started at 40 points. If 5,000 people bet on it, it would go down to 39.5, 39, 48, 38.5, and so on.
Did you get it? Did you get it where you bought in at, or
No.
where it finished at?
It finished at 6 points. So, if you put down whatever money you want on the game, you put down $25 on the over of 6, you made money off of it. So you could have put down $100 and made $100 because they scored over 6.
Massachusetts?
That's max. Oh, I thought it was minimum bet of 25. Okay.
I don't understand
So
this stuff.
Massachusetts needs to wake the fuck up and legalize sports gambling. This stupid ass state.
So let me tell you what, Mike.
Damn.
I have been every so often.
Don't give away your position, Dante.
I'm researching, making sure, seeing
It's illegal
what
in Mass?
their. No, right now it's not legal. It's legal in every bordering state. It's legal in New Hampshire, New York, New
Everything's
Jersey,
legal in New Hampshire.
Connecticut. It's all over the
So
Rhode
how do people?
Island.
So how do people in Mass
Except for
bet?
weed.
you can
They're
go?
very
You can go to
anti-weed in
Connecticut
Hampshire.
and put in a bet if you want. Like
They-
so you
the
can't.
phone,
But
the phone like just tracks your location. So like if
Yeah.
I go down to Connecticut and I like open FanDuel, I can place that bet. But as soon as I cross back in Massachusetts, they're like, "Oh, you're not in the right zip code to do that."
That is so stupid.
Yeah, so that's
So
why
fucking dumb,
that's why
dude.
people are mad. Like like New York, it took them forever to legalize it because people from New York would just travel to other states and put down bets, and those
So
states
that's why
will
you
be
travel
making
a lot,
money.
Mike.
Do you know? Do you know how much money like this? Like it? I just spit all over that mug.
Massachusetts is missing out on tens of millions of dollars by not having.
And what's the reasoning? I'm sure they have some. Sort
So
of
Liberal yahoos.
last year they filed, like, they made the bill and everything, and there was some parts of it that they didn't like, so they didn't pass it. But there's people that are running, like state representatives running for office this year, and one of the guys is like, they're making this a top priority. Like, I predict that it's gonna be legal within the next 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
It takes a while for it, like, they can pass the bill, then it'll take a little bit for it to
Because you
actually
can
go
appeal
through.
it and all that other bullshit.
So, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think they'll have a tough time with the appeals and stuff because at the end of the day, the argument is you're losing out on, I think the article I read was if they made it legal last year, they would have made like $60 million.
dude.
And all the tax money and all that stuff can go towards whatever you want in the state.
Like, look how much money, like, when they originally legalized weed, like, how much that brought in,
That-
like, in taxes. Like, so much
100%.
fucking money. Just legalize gambling.
It's
No,
just
like,
you're leaving money on the table essentially by not making this stuff legal. So I think it'll happen sooner than later.
Probably have old farts in there that, like, don't want to change certain things and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of political stuff involved in it,
always
obviously.
political.
It's always political.
always political.
Yeah, it comes down to money and stuff. But this is like a good issue. Like, this is a good thing with money. Like, you want to make more money. So that's why it's confusing why they haven't done it yet. Especially Mass, because Mass was like, they were on board with legalizing marijuana and stuff like pretty quickly. So you'd think that they would do the same with gambling.
Yep.
But they haven't. So we'll see. But Mike, I've been checking like every so often, like where they are and stuff like
Yeah.
that. As of last week, they're very like
Moving in the right direction.
they're moving in the right direction.
Good.
Yeah. So sooner than later, Mike, I think we'll be on DraftKings.
Good.
Yeah. So that's good news for us.
It's great news.
And we can take advantage of this stuff
Yes.
like this because we'll have promos too when they come to
Yes.
Mass. We'll have promos like that as
Perfect.
well. So
What? A vice? I mean, they legalized weed. Neither does gambling. How does weed not ruin lives? You physically addicted to gambling? I don't know. At least 2.
At least 2.
2 right here.
So
Yeah.
next topic.
All right, I'm gonna be this guy to bring this one up. Booze.
Cigarettes.
Booze ruins. Gotta be 100 times more lives than gambling. So why isn't gambling legal?
You guys are crazy right now. Just going back and forth about.
No,
Gambling should be legal.
One of the also forgot to mention this. One of the biggest
Mark's an
issues
addict.
why it hasn't passed last year was because they're trying to figure out how to deal with like colleges and stuff like that, like being able to bet on like student athletes and all of that.
Now the NIL is in
And so-
place.
and so I think now that stuff passed is when they started to
Come on,
realize this
people.
is, we're fine now. But that was one of the bigger issues last year as well.
Literally legalize all the vices. I don't care. Legalize everything that's illegal. Murder. Don't care. Murder people.
Now it sounds like the purge.
No, it makes sense. I didn't even think about that.
All right.
All right.
But
Let's
it's
move
like
on.
it's like in what is it, Oregon or Seattle or one of those.
Oregon.
Oh, one of those states. Everything, all the
drugs.
drugs are legal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and they've
Oregon.
seen that like benefit their city and everything.
Decriminalized, I think. is the word
Decriminalized.
we're
That's right.
looking
Yep.
for, Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Next topic. This is actually kind of
Not
funny.
hates talking about things. Are you uncomfortable about us talking about drugs and gambling?
No, if you talk about nudity and sexuality, in terms of like
Dude, you would
Like that
you
they-
wouldn't hate
that-
going to Europe.
that they show in
What would happen if you went to Europe and
what was
stumbled
that
upon
show?
a nude
Money
beach?
Heist. They talk about sexual things.
What would you do if you stumbled upon a nude beach in Europe?
Nude beach? Probably drop my drawers.
Just
I
don't get
guess
a
it-
just don't get a sunburn on your dick.
Yeah, I feel like that would be tough, man.
Imagine
One-
taking a. Ow!
Would not feel good. Would
All
not
right.
feel good.
Next topic. This is actually kind of
That actually
interesting.
sounds like
Or you sit
Hell.
down
A
to shit,
profession,
your
Mike.
ass
This is a profession you could go into.
Nuts uncomfortable. He's trying to move on.
Not uncomfortable. We can talk about this the rest of the time. I don't care.
no. We gotta get joke of the day.
All right, a professional cuer makes $27 an hour just standing in line for other people.
Not-
quick
Say that again?
thing before you move on. When I think that's also a European thing, waiting in the queue
Yeah,
instead of
so-
waiting in line.
so I'm
we
gonna
need
get
to
there.
adopt that.
Yep. So
What the hell-
Freddie.
what the hell is
So this
waiting
guy.
in the queue?
What a English name here. Freddie Beckett
Freddie
of
Beckett.
London, England, says he makes
that's
up
a
to
Londoner.
160 euros, 160 pounds, $217 a day just standing in line for people who didn't want to do it. So
Sounds horrible.
Yeah. I see.
Beckett tells the
that's
Sun
not-
that
that's not
after
enough
3
money.
years, 3 years of being a
Private
professional
place.
curer, he's got standing in line for others down to a fine art by virtue of being a Londoner. The 31-year-old from Fulham, West London, says most of his professional waiting has been to score tickets for highly sought-after events. This is what the guy looks like right here. He just stands in line.
Yeah. I mean, I
it.
get very impatient. In
I worked 8 hours a day for a job queuing for the VA's Christian Dior exhibition for some very well-to-do people around their mid-60s, said Beckett. The actual queuing was just about 3 hours, but they asked me to collect their tickets too and wait for them to arrive. So I had just hours pursuing the V&A museum being paid £20 an hour. It was great. Summer is his busiest time, but there have been days where he has to do his, quote, work in the freezing cold of winter. I also do seasonal and Christmas shopping queuing, but big events that people know about in advance is normally when people think to book me and save themselves some time.
All right.
Would you guys do this?
No
I
way.
respect the hustle. I really do. I mean, you're making
No.
$200 a day. I don't know if I do it like 8 hours a day, like a full-time job, but hey, I mean, if I have some free time, like on the weekend or something like that, and someone's offering me $20 an hour, yeah, why not make a few extra bucks? That's easy. I mean, you're just standing in line, walking around. I mean, it's not like
$73,000 a year if you work every day.
that's not bad.
I-
Put in some
I could
put in
never
some
do that.
headphones.
I could
That's
just-
that's working 8 hours a day though, right? So do 200 divided by 27. How many people is he standing in line for?
Why 27?
Because that's how much he makes an hour. No, I'm sorry. That's how much he makes per person, right?
It says he makes.
You said 260 a day. I just
217 a
did that
day,
times
it
3
says.
6. Oh.
27 an hour. Okay. So yeah. So how many hours is he? 217 divided by 27. How many hours is he working?
That's 8 hours. What?
All right. So,
What are you
okay.
I just did the
Confused.
$73,000 a year.
Okay, so he has to work 8 hours every day for 73K.
Yeah.
Let's say he.
And you can work some weekends if you want, some nights maybe. Summer on a Saturday, it's nice
52
outside.
weeks, so
You're
there's
just waiting in line, dude.
But the guy say he walked around a museum for 3 hours.
There's
You can-
few things worse than waiting in line.
Yeah,
There,
but you're
yeah.
not getting paid to wait in line. This guy is.
That's a good
You have to
point.
think about
I have
it.
to pay to wait in line to get on a fucking ride on the Babora Matanga.
yeah. So here's
Yeah,
the
but
fun.
you're not getting paid.
Can you utilize this guy at Disney?
Yeah, maybe the guy waits in
Maybe.
line for you at Disney and stuff.
That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
I mean,
But I'm gonna
Again.
tell you right now, I'd pay somebody $50 additionally to wait in line for me so I can do other shit.
Would you really?
It's the lines down there can get brutal.
Well, I know that.
Oh,
I
fucking
believe
brutal.
you. You would pay someone though to do that.
I mean, here's the thing. When I went to Disneyland 3 years ago,
Uh-huh.
so there's the ticket price and then there's the like quote unquote fast pass price.
Yeah.
It was an extra $15. And I said, this is a slam dunk. Paid the extra $15. I
Not even a
got
layup.
right on the
Not
right.
even a layup. That's a
Hey,
slam
by the
dunk.
Slam
way,
dunk.
you know how we talk about like other people saying your kind of your quotes and your sayings? My brother-in-law, I was talking the other day. He said quote unquote like 4 different times, and I was like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
His mother
fuck
says
you, fucker.
his mother says same difference. His brother-in-law says quote unquote. Someone else is gonna say fuck you, fucker. Said. Oh wait, I forgot.
Yeah,
Rachel does.
Rachel does.
Layup. Kevin, let me say it. Layup.
Hilarious.
Anyway, standing in line doesn't sound like a great job.
No, but like, if you have some free time, like
Dude,
whatever,
my back would blow up. Mike's back is hanging on by a thread. Nick's back's hanging on by a thread. My back is sure as hell hanging on by a thread. I'm not standing in line for somebody for $27
has
an
its
hour.
pros and cons. That's for sure.
Big Mike and I will be on the People Mover.
And do you get paid OT? Does this guy get paid OT?
OT. That would be hilarious. Like working at night or something like that.
All right. Pete Davidson news. Not that I really care about him, but Pete Davidson has reportedly hired more security following Kanye West's threats.
Yes. So we kind of talked about it on Monday when I was on the show. Don't know if you talked about anything yesterday, but Kanye West and The Game put out a new song called Easy, and we said how Kanye said one of the lines was, God had me survive the crash so I can kick Pete Davidson's ass. He hired more security because of that. Not because he's afraid of Kanye beating his ass, but he's afraid that because Kanye has such a loyal fan base and his fans are crazy and might listen to everything that he says, he might have some of his fans come and like try to jump him or something like that. So that's why he hired the
Dude,
security.
these two photos are so creepy. Like, you couldn't get any creepier photos of the two of them. Kanye looks like he's about to rob a bank.
Yeah.
And Pete Davidson looks like he's about to enter a mental institution.
I think he is. But yeah, so that's the reason why. In all honesty, I mean, I kind of don't blame him because
Yeah.
Kanye West does have some very loyal fans, and it wouldn't shock me if some people took this too far and actually took that
Let's be
line.
honest. When do people not take things too far, just in the general public?
Right. And in this article as well, it says that when he was engaged to Ariana Grande, he also had extra security with him because of how popular she is and stuff. And so it kind of makes sense how dating Kim Kardashian, it's different but similar in a way.
Same
How are they
life.
still dating, first off? My second question is, where did
Okay.
Pete Davidson get his start?
So, SNL, a
SNL.
stand-up comedian in New York. And then he got a
When he
job
was at, when he was like a teenager?
16, 17, he started doing stand-up in Long Island, and then or Staten Island,
Staten
excuse me.
Island.
I don't find
And
him
then
funny.
he actually started work with SNL when he was like 19, 20. He actually started off very young, and he's just been in the spotlight since. I mean, he's a funny guy. I mean, he has a lot of dark humor and jokes, a lot of like mental health and all that stuff. But to some people, he's a likable guy.
Does he do some hardcore drugs?
He smokes a lot of weed. He's not a hardcore. I mean, I think maybe when he was younger, but he's gone on like in interviews because Ariana Grande dated Mac Miller. Mac Miller OD'd
Bless
and
you.
died. So they had an interview where he was talking about it, and he was basically just like, basically giving a PSA like, don't take pills, don't be mixing any of that shit because it can kill you. He goes, smoke weed. He's like, I wish more people would just smoke weed instead of like as a substitute for doing stuff like that, which
Yeah.
it's fair to say. He's not telling people, go out and smoke weed, but he's saying, hey, if you're addicted to pills, you might as well just smoke weed instead because at least weed, it won't kill you. It won't kill you. So he's not a heavy drug user. But yeah, so going back to why he's dating Kardashian. So if we look, Kourtney Kardashian, Kim's sister, is now engaged to Travis Barker, and he's like a very famous, well-known drummer. He's tattooed all over his body and stuff. Very different from the previous relationships she's had. He's best friends with Machine Gun Kelly, who's dating Megan Fox. Machine Gun Kelly is very different from the last husband that she had. Now I think Kim Kardashian's kind of changing it up too. From all of her other previous relationships, now she's with this skinny, white, tatted up dude. I think there's a trend going on here. And all of them have a connection. Like Pete Davidson and Machine Gun Kelly are best friends too. So there's a relationship between all three of these couples here. So I just think the Kardashians and Megan Fox are just like hit their mid-30s, 40s, and are like, all right.
Is Kanye gonna order a hit on Pete Davidson? Conspiracy theory?
Probably.
Put it up on Sports Nuts.
Look, I mean, based on the picture here, it looks like he's about to kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean he is a very interesting guy. But hey, I mean I respect it. Listen, the guy we talked about Derek Jeter's dating record. We have like the field and it showed like the lineup. Pete Davidson has a very similar lineup. He's dated some very attractive women in his life, so I give him credit. He might not seem like it, but he pulls. The guy pulls. Ariana Grande also said years ago, but this is the last thing we'll say. She also mentioned that he had like a huge dick, basically. And Pete Davidson is like, no, I hate that because now I'm going to have the highest expectations and I won't be able to perform, and it's this bullshit. I hate her for saying that. But I guess like, maybe the guy has talents somewhere else besides doing stand-up. So that could be another thing as well.
Alrighty. That's enough Pete Davidson news.
Yeah, it's enough of Pete Davidson.
Yeah, fuck Pete Davidson.
The Texans are still asking for a ton for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. So basically, now the Dolphins are out.
They're out.
Because
Flores
have to
Flores
be. I
was
mean,
one of the
Tua's-
guys that wanted him.
I think Tua proved himself, didn't he? Wouldn't
And
say?
you don't have to give up. Tua's like, he's not the best. I think he can get better. He's been injured a lot too. If he can stay healthy, I think he's fine. They did fine with him this year. But Deshaun Watson, they're asking for at least 5 assets, including 3 first-round picks, and then like 2 solid players that they can add to their core. Again, this guy has 22 civil lawsuits against him right now that haven't been settled yet.
So what's the deal with this? Is that going to get solved this offseason?
So from what I've read is 18 of them were ready to settle, and 4 of them didn't want to settle, and that's why this thing is still ongoing. This thing could have ended a long time ago, but that didn't happen, and Deshaun Watson is still maintaining his innocence. He's still saying none of this stuff is true, which again we don't really know. Innocence.
We won't get
or
into
guilty.
that, but in
Yeah, we
terms
don't,
of
but
the actual playing, like,
he won't
will we
play.
ever see this guy play again?
Yes.
Not
Still?
until this is covered up. Not until this is settled.
And what's the timeline looking like? Another year?
Honestly, I don't know. There's no timeline. It's just a matter of
I
when.
mean, how much does a guy's stock go down for being out for? I mean, we saw Michael Vick obviously out for a couple years.
Apparently, not a lot to the Texans because this is the same asking price they had a year ago when all this stuff came out. They're not budging.
The one thing they got on their side is that he's still only 26 years old.
He's 26, so he still has a long career ahead of him if he stays healthy and stuff. But again, I mean, another thing too is how do we know if this guy's staying in shape? He's still practicing and all. He's still getting his reps in. I mean, for all we know, the guy's just been sitting around. I mean, I'm sure he hasn't been, but for all we know, the guy could be sitting around for the last year on his couch, going on trips and stuff like that with his girlfriend or whatever.
Remember they had him listed as like a safety for week 1, the Texans?
Yeah, they
That
had
was
to put him
weird.
on the roster or
Yeah.
some shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him playing until this gets covered up. I don't think a team's going to take a chance on him until they know the results of, the lawsuits and
Yeah.
stuff. That's what it all comes down to. When that stuff gets resolved, which I do think it will, because that's usually how stuff like this ends up, he'll go somewhere. Someone will trade for him, but it just
And they'll get what they're asking
and they'll
for.
get what they're asking for. I believe.
You got to think about it. 2 years ago when the last season he played, he was
He was a top 5, top 10 quarterback.
top 5 easily. I mean, he's nasty, and with really no one around him.
He's a very good player. He's kind of like, I mean, I'm not trying to compare. I mean, he's kind of like, he has the legs of Lamar, but he can throw better. He can throw 10 times better than Lamar.
Yeah.
He's just he's a great quarterback. He's a great player.
Yeah.
He's a great athlete, great player, but unfortunately this stuff is tied to him right
All
now.
right, I got something for you. Here's a hypothetical I got for you.
All right.
What if you traded Mac Jones and 2 first-round picks for Deshaun Watson?
Again.
I think it gets done. I think they do it.
Again.
I would love
I
that.
have no issue with that.
I would have
if
zero issue with that.
stuff gets resolved.
Oh, of course. Okay,
stuff
that's
has- no,
definitely
I know,
based
I know.
on if the things get resolved.
The
You
things-
trade Mac Jones and 2 first-round picks. I say that gets done. No problem.
100%. And you know what?
That
Nick?
gets done.
I would be all
Nope.
on board for
I'd
that.
be all on
I
board
would
for
be
that
all
too.
on
Are
board
you
for
fucking
that.
kidding me?
I
I'm all on
have
board
faith.
for that.
I know we talked about this the other day. We don't have to get into it again. I have faith in Mac Jones being a perfectly capable starter on the Patriots. You build around him. You give him the defense, the O-line, whatever. I think he's fine. But Deshaun Watson is a game changer. He is a quarterback.
That makes you a Super Bowl contender.
That
easily.
takes you from being a middle of the pack AFC team to you can win the division. I mean, we were close to winning the division.
You still need, if again, going with the hypothetical, you still need someone to throw to. You still can't go to
Well,
the Super Bowl with Kendrick Bourne and
How
Jacoby
about
fucking
this?
Myers.
You get Deshaun Watson. You go out and you go get yourself a Devontae Adams. That's the type of when you
Devontae
have a
would come here.
quarterback.
Devontae would come
and
here
they-
if you have a quarterback like
when you
that.
have someone like Deshaun Watson, you attract more.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Those
again,
guys would come here. Antonio Brown came here because of Tom Brady. Guys
Mac
came here because of
Jones-
Tom Brady.
Mac Jones, unfortunately, does not have that pull yet, and I don't
He
know
ain't
if
getting
he
that
ever
pull
will.
anytime soon either.
it's
I don't
never
think-
going.
Yeah. So yeah, something. I'd say keep an eye out for it. Unfortunately, I don't have a timeline for you, Nut. This stuff is still very much up in the air. Who knows when this is going to get resolved?
I mean, this is kind of like the Trevor Bauer, right? We still
That's
don't
another
know.
thing that Bush.
Is that still ongoing?
Yeah, dude.
Is it still ongoing?
Supposedly it was getting resolved, but again, that comes with.
That's all legal shit. There's so much stuff that plays into that.
Shit takes so fucking long. It's fucking crazy.
And it's annoying because like. I mean, if those allegations are true, that's just fucking brutal. And I don't ever want to see that person in sports again. Like if Deshaun Watson has 22 people,
That's a lot of. That's a lot
that's
of accusations.
now granted.
It's a lot of people making shit up. Man.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I hope it's all. I don't know what I hope, because part of me hopes that 22 people aren't making that up, but part of me hopes that it's not 22 people. So like, if that is the case, why is this person even still being talked about being traded?
Because he is so damn good.
Money, and the NFL isn't going to put him on the exempt list because once this shit go, the NFL, we all know this. It's one of the most crooked leagues in all of professional sports. So let these guys
National
play.
Felony League, man.
You know how many I'm not trying to point fingers, but you know how many people that have criminal records play in the NFL, like bad people, like abuser. Tyreek Hill beat his wife.
And his kid.
Kareem Hunt kicked a woman. And
Adrian Peterson. Ray Rice got 2 games for dragging his girlfriend through an elevator.
Joe Mixon.
Joe
Joe
Mixon
Mixon.
isn't that great. Michael Vick, I mean, he served his time.
Ray Lewis killed the guy.
Ray Lewis killed him. Well, okay, Sports Nuts.
Ray Lewis allegedly
Very
killed
old
the guy.
episode of
really believe that
Sports
he
Nuts. Check that out.
Do you believe that he did a big name?
Hey,
I don't know.
can I tell you something? We did an
I
episode
don't
of Sports
know.
Nuts
That's a
about
lot
it.
to cover up.
What was
like
the
that.
synopsis?
I think
Don't say go back and watch because I will kill
don't.
you. I'll throw this back
to the
notes at
fans.
you.
Go back and watch it. I think so. I obviously knew the whole scenario. Then we went into the little details about it.
You guys talked about the Ray Rice thing? I mean, the Ray Lewis
Yeah,
thing?
we did months ago. I think he knew about it. I don't think he physically killed anyone. I think he was well aware that his friends were involved in it because they were talking about how they went into the limo, they were covered in blood, there's blood stains on the limo. Nothing on Ray Lewis. Very suspicious they threw his suit out, but that's also he got blood on him from his friends, blah 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 blah. I don't think he physically killed someone, but he knew what happened. His friends killed the person, in my opinion. Obviously, he didn't get convicted for anything, so it's a weird situation.
It's a weird situation.
Husband
Whacked him. Ray Lewis also came back.
I
in
still gotta
what,
watch that.
3 months from the torn triceps or whatever the injury was because he took deer antler spray or some shit.
Yeah. He just, I've taken deer antler shit before, and I'm going to
Have
tell
you
you right.
really?
Oh, yeah. That shit's powerful. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I've taken that shit before. Yeah.
Same.
No, you haven't.
You have?
Have you really?
For what?
I've 1,000%.
good
taken
What does
that.
it do?
For what?
It was for recovery.
Yeah, it's for recovery.
What'd
It's
you
for,
take it for? What injury?
I didn't take it for injury. I took it for fucking strength.
Oh,
Okay, so where do you
Okay.
get this
All right.
stuff?
You can get it at
GNC.
Walmart.
you gotta go to like
the guy in the
independent
back alley.
nutrition places.
Two-part
Gotcha,
drive.
There's
okay.
there's a big place known in Everett that like.
And is it like spray or
so
what?
you have a
Put it on your
syringe. You have a
tongue.
syringe. You put it on your tongue, and then you shoot it down,
Ooh.
and then it like absorbs in your
Okay,
under
hold
your
on.
mouth.
Do you put the syringe in, or you
No, no,
just
it's not a
shoot it
needle.
in?
It's just
Not
like
a needle. It's like a
syringe.
a topless syringe.
Gotcha,
Without a needle.
okay.
So you put
I
it
was-
in, and you just shoot it in, and then it dissolves in your mouth, and then like after a couple minutes, whatever's left, you can swallow it.
And it's deer antler.
Yep.
Is it illegal?
It's
in
supposed-
What's the
certain
deal with
No,
states?
it's not
antlers?
illegal. That's the other thing. It's not illegal. Some of them are illegal, but the one I got was not illegal.
So what's the
The
deal
one
with
that Ray
deer?
Lewis took was
why are
probably
deal?
illegal.
His shit was way stronger than the shit I
Yeah, I'm
took.
sure. Yeah.
So,
Way stronger.
again, why are deer antlers?
Because all right, so if a buck gets into a fight with a deer and his horn or whatever you want to call it comes off,
His antlers.
what happens?
So like if your Audi hits a
It's literally in words.
yeah, if a buck hits a fight with a deer, the deer antler
Whatever it
spray
is.
his horn.
I looked at
So
me,
the
said
deer
that, I looked
antlers,
at Mike,
when his horns come off.
All right. Anyways,
You
the
killed me.
antlers,
The antler.
Yeah.
When the antler comes
Is
off,
this scientific or are you just spewing this off? Okay.
Oh, because they regenerate. Right?
the horn.
Oh man. Wait, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh my.
So wait, there's
All right, let's get
something
through this
in
so
the
we get-
antlers.
They grow back.
All right, so if
I don't know. They
two bucks, if two
regenerate. I don't know.
bucks,
I'm a fucking
sweating.
scientist.
I'm sweating right now. Oh
if
my
two
God.
bucks are in a fight,
Yeah.
and their antler comes off in the fight, that antler can,
They can grow back.
regrow.
Correct.
So the whole concept of the deer antler thing is what's inside of the deer antler.
okay.
It'll
it
allow it to, like,
so it's
grow
like
back
so if
or,
something
like,
is hurt in your body,
Alright,
it's
I
designed to like
understand. Recover
recover.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sweating.
But it also makes you fucking strong as fuck.
sweating.
I
Is there
felt-
any side effects to it?
Oh my God.
I mean, there's side effects to everything, but like it was very minimal. The real reason why I stopped is because Juliet told me, she goes, "I don't want you on it anymore." I was like, "Okay."
What? Is it like?
She was all worried about like.
does it cause like?
I
mood
told her.
swings and stuff like
No,
that?
no, no,
Like-
no. It's not a steroid.
No, I'm not.
Not a steroid, but
Like a
it's,
wee wee smaller.
The pros and the cons. Ooh.
Mine
that-
can't
that
get
would
any
be tough.
smaller, so
Yeah,
just
good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. You any smaller than it is now?
we
moving so fast.
He's got the
Joke.
little toy helicopter.
Oh yeah, I'll say a joke of the day. I have a good joke, Nick. If you don't mind me,
Fucking throws it.
Nick.
thing sitting on a shelf perfectly.
Nick, if you don't, Nick, if you don't mind me stepping in on joke of the day,
Please.
for one joke.
Please, go ahead.
Thank you. All right, we have one more top before we get there.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if it's 8:50. We're doing joke of the
I
day.
know, Nick. It's all right. We have plenty of time.
Last topic.
Last topic.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right,
All right,
we'll
so-
get you joke. I'm not forgetting about you.
Thank you.
All right. A cat who was missing for 8 months reunited after owner recognized pet's meow on phone call.
Meow.
So
What?
yeah. So essentially, what happened was
I don't know.
a cat that went missing for 8 months in
Ugh.
somewhere in England, man. England. The cat was reunited with its family after owner recognized its meow during a phone call with their veterinarian. Rachel Lawrence, 40, was on the phone with her vet regarding her other cat when she recognized a cry in the background she believed belonged to Barnaby, a feline of hers that had gone missing for several months prior.
That's the most British name for a cat of all time.
Barnaby?
Barnaby.
The vet responded that the cat in question was brought to the office by a good Samaritan. There was just something about the meow, so after 3 hours of it being in my hand, I rang, or
The head.
in my head, thank you. I rang back up. Come on.
Yeah, so I guess she just recognized the cat's meow and
Oh, look at that cat.
that's
Good
adorable.
girl.
That cat that looks like my
I mean,
cat.
cats and dogs.
No, don't compare cats and dogs.
No. You're not gonna recognize their bark or their meow. Give me a break.
Nick, how much would someone have to pay you to personally take in a cat?
Not enough.
I have two cats.
I hate. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
can't.
okay.
I can't do cats.
Here's the
I
thing.
can't. Fucking things. They pop off the shelf. Fucking.
Can I
Throw
tell
'em
you,
off.
Can I say something? So I have two cats. My mom is the one that got. I didn't request cats. If I had to pick, I would pick a dog.
None.
Where were you going?
I don't want to kill your mojo. Go ahead. Go.
No,
go.
you go ahead. I'll-
No, I was just gonna say that's not the only cat that's meowing. Layup.
Anyway, that was lame. Anyways, the difference between cats and dogs, and I'm not comparing the two because, like I said, I'd rather have a dog than a cat. But cats are very independent. You don't have to worry about them as much as dogs. You don't have to take them for walks. You don't have to like
funny
worry
jokes.
about like bad. Like you have to potty train them and stuff. Like my cats sleep all day. They don't bother you. Like at
So does
nighttime
that
they
dog.
wake
What do you
up.
think Rocky does all day?
No, but you don't have to worry about taking it outside, walking it, all this shit. Like cats are just to themselves. Dogs are better, but they're not as hard to have as pets as you think. That's what I'm trying to say. And I love my cat. I have 2 cats. One of them's older. She sleeps all the time. My other cat, I love him. He's the best. But can we get a joke of the day?
Yeah, Nick's
You gotta get yours
All right,
in first.
so this isn't more of a joke. This is more of just like a statement type of thing. So there's this surgery that you could have. There's a certain amount. There's a few inches inside of you that you can get a surgery to take it out and make your dick longer.
Whoa. Back up.
Yes.
Start
There's
again.
like 3 or 4 inches of your penis inside of you that isn't on the outside. I'm sorry. It's just my one joke. We were talking about this earlier. So, what's funny to me
Gee
is that,
Louise.
so what's funny to me is that there's more inches inside of me than outside.
Yeah.
Mike's going, wait, I've already had that surgery and it's still not that big.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Who fucked that one
There's
up?
4 inches inside of me. Like there's more on the inside.
How many
than
jokes
outside.
can I say
Isn't that
about
fucking
4
great?
inches
Is
being
that
inside
a
of you?
joke or a fact?
How about Nick saying the
Up to
other day, 6
interpretation.
inches down there?
Yes.
I got 6 inches down there or something
Whatever
like
it
that.
is, gets the job done. Next.
All
All right, that's all I really had. To
All right,
say.
Big Nick,
That's
what do you got?
interesting. Never knew about that.
That's no, but joke or not, that is a real thing. It's a real legit.
might as well
thing.
get that
So if you
surgery.
don't look into it, I mean, I'm not saying I have.
I'll be looking up prices later.
While you're looking it up, Mike, there is one comment for you.
Yeah.
Mike, how bad were the Bruins last
Oh
night? It
my
wasn't just
God.
Tuca, man. The whole team looked like ass.
I
Well,
mean,
I'll
they
tell you
lost
what, Tuca
7-1,
looked like ass.
5 goals in the first period. Tuca looked bad. Look, he's just coming back.
It's his second game.
It's his second game back. He's got to get the rust off a little bit. Let's not overreact. You got your 2 camps of Bruins fans. You got your people who hate Tuca, people who love Tuca. Give him some time.
Bruins
But yes,
also-
the whole team looked horrible. But
But-
it's one game. The Hurricanes are also very good.
The
So
Bruins won 8 of their last 10 going into that, and the
Yes.
Hurricanes, I believe, won 7 of their last 9. So
Yep.
they were 2 of the hottest teams in hockey.
Yep.
Sutton had a game. The
the
Hurricanes,
bees, the bees are trending in the right direction. They started
They
off
are.
poorly.
And
They're
they're a
doing.
little hurt, too.
Yep,
They have a
they're
few
playing
guys
great.
out.
So
the Hurricanes, actually, this was the other night because I had the over 6.
Yeah.
Hurricanes played the
I
they
think
lost
Canucks.
0-6.
Yeah.
I had over 6. It
Yo.
was 2-0 going into the third, and the Canucks scored 4 goals, so it pushed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, in hockey, like even the best teams, they have off nights. They had 2 of the best teams going head to head. It can either be the best game of the year,
Yeah.
or it's lopsided like
Or
it
it's
was.
that. Yep.
The Bruins were due for a lot. It's a bad one, I guess.
Yep.
So
It's all right.
it is what it is. They're still they haven't even played half the season yet. I think they're only at
Uh,
37, 38.
so their backside of their schedule is very, very grueling.
they had
It's
to
going to be
make up.
tough.
They have to make up a lot of games too. That's right.
Yep. It's going to be very, very tough.
Nick, the floor is yours.
You mind, do you know how to put the thing up there? So there's an official thing here, joke of the day.
Let me get it.
Joke of the day.
Joke of the day here.
Graphic extra segment joke of the day. Hold on. Hey,
What was that?
there it is.
Hey.
Joke of the
Wow,
day.
that was pretty lame, huh? Look at that.
Can you see it?
That's what I had to wait for 7 months for. All right.
Take that up with Sophie.
Can't even be happy about the joke of the day.
Come on, Mike. It's just a little thing. I'm just saying. 7 months. That's what we worked on. I mean,
Well, the
fuck, we can go
animal.
roller coaster
What
faster than that.
about the animal fact
At
one?
least it's like big, like poof.
You want to pull up
I
the
like
animal
it.
fact?
All right. Here we go. Yeah, animal fact. Hey, what do you call a bison and a buffalo? No, I'm just kidding. All right, whatever. All right, here we go. A woman asked a general in the army the last time he made love to a woman. The general stood tall and said, 1956, ma'am. The woman, taken back by this answer, said, 1956? That long? Let me make your night better. And the two sauntered.
Sauntered.
That's all I got.
Wait, I'm
all I
sorry.
got?
I'm
That's
sorry.
all I
Did I
got?
miss that whole thing?
I don't think that was a joke.
joke?
I don't think that was a joke.
That's what it said. That's
What
all I
website?
got.
Can someone tell me what website it's on?
I don't think that was a. I don't know what that
What
was.
website is he on?
Just
Just
funny
like
jokes.
Google Images, it looks like.
Yep.
15 hilarious adult jokes.
Oh, last week when you guys weren't here, Nick was scrolling through Google Images. We went to the bottom. We made it all the way to the bottom. We ran out. He's like, "Oh, we got plenty to scroll. We're not going to run out." We ran out.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we go. My wife told me I had to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, next one.
Did I miss that one?
Flamingo stand
Flamingo,
on one
the
foot.
1 foot, put foot down.
Okay. Yeah, that went over my head.
Well, I'm gonna be caught up on that first one. That's just like not a joke. It's just like a statement.
more to the joke, but
It's
it
a
didn't.
statement.
All right.
All right.
Nick, you know you can exit out of that and get more. Just click the X button. Oh, now go back.
Oh shit, it's all in Chinese.
That's not Chinese.
That's Chinese.
No, I believe that's Arabic.
Ah. Okay, here we go. All right, hold on. We're gonna go to page 2.
Okay.
See more results. Thank you. Come on.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That's the fucking nothing.
Do you want to go back to your Pinterest page?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick. Can't speak right now. Pinterest. Give me a Pinterest.
While we're looking for Pinterest, do we have any viewer questions?
Let's see. Well, we got some comments from what we were talking about earlier. Do we think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to sign or draft a quarterback? That could be a team that could take a quarterback.
I think they're gonna
this year.
sign, not draft.
You think they'll sign? You don't think Mason Rudolph is going to be their guy?
No.
Who do you think? So, I was seeing some like hypotheticals trade, like some guys they could trade for. Matt Ryan was a name that was being thrown around.
I think that's Aaron Rodgers' future.
Aaron
home.
Rodgers was also named. And can I tell you something? It sounds weird, him being in Pittsburgh, but you give Aaron Rodgers Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, you got Najee Harris, that defense,
Him and Mike Tomlin are good friends.
Mike Tomlin. I think that's not bad. That's a sleeper team.
That's
a
Super
sleeper
Bowl
team
and their
for sure.
defense.
100%. Yeah, that's a Super Bowl team. 100%.
All right, I think we're back.
All right, we're
We're
good
back?
here.
Okay.
We're good. We're back to Pinterest for right now because that thing was taking too long. So,
right.
what do you call someone that doesn't fart in public?
A private farter.
Very close. A private tutor.
That's all right. I'll give you that one. That was good.
All right, here's another one. What do you call a pig with no legs?
I don't know.
A groundhog.
I'm pretty sure you said that before. I'm pretty sure you said that.
I think you've
Hey
done
Ryan,
that one.
keep your ears open. You know, I know you guess all these.
Yeah, you know all these jokes, Ryan.
2 weeks ago, he would say the joke, and every single one Ryan knew the answer immediately. It was
What
hilarious.
kind of bees make milk?
Honey, no.
Boobies.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Boobies. Boobies is never not going to be funny to me. I'm going to be laughing at boobies some.
Boobies.
You're on your deathbed.
Boobies.
Hey,
Boobies.
Boobies.
What kind of milk do bees make? Boobies.
Which dogs make the best librarians?
Nothing.
Hush puppies.
I wasn't thinking that one. Dude,
Uh,
those are the ones that are like slippery.
All right, hold on.
The ones over here, buddy.
All right, here we go. What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear.
A gummy bear.
Nice.
All right.
Gummy bears are so good.
Gummy bears are great.
Why did the can crusher quit his job?
Dude,
Dude, seriously, how do you know these?
he looks.
I'm
these
telling
up.
you, he goes on this website at night.
Yeah. Are you the ones putting these jokes on Pinterest? Makes sense.
Every Tuesday night before joke of the day. He knows what to look up. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
really that hard.
I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing. Retraced my steps and got distracted on my way back. I have no idea what's going on, but now I...
What?
You didn't know where you were going with that, huh?
Nope.
No.
The last line was there is now I have to pee, and that was it.
What? What? What?
All right, hold on. That was stupid.
we
Let's go.
got time for maybe two more.
All right, two more plus 30 more for the 30. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
All
it.
right.
It's coming up.
All right. If you wear cowboy clothes, are you ranch dressing?
What the fuck?
I've never heard of that. That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
What the
That's so
fuck?
stupid. So st-
All right, one more.
that means 3 more.
All right.
You probably should do one more.
All right. What is the cow's favorite party game?
Something with moo. It's got to be something with moo.
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs?
Musical chairs.
Fuck.
All right, last one for the road.
Yeah, I told you. There's always one more.
Last one for the road.
There's always one more.
Why do seagulls fly all over the sea?
I'm sweating again.
All right, we're doing another one. Wait,
I've heard that one.
What
I've
was
heard
it?
that one.
What
If
was
they
it?
flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Oh my god.
All right, hold
Have you
on.
ever had a seagull shit on you before?
How do you know all these jokes?
Have you ever had a seagull shit on you before at the beach?
No.
It sucks, dude.
All right,
It's good luck, though.
here we go.
I'm still waiting. that happened 8 years ago.
That's
I'm
definitely
still
something that people just say to make you feel better. Don't
waiting.
get
100%,
shit
yeah,
on.
You got white stuff all over. Ooh.
Hey,
Pause.
pause.
Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Peace Prize?
Keep your mouth shut, Ryan. This is the last one, please.
He was outstanding in his field.
Fuck.
All right,
Sign us off, Nick.
that'll do it for today.
All right, that'll do it. We'll come up with 30 more jokes next week for my 30th birthday
That's
party.
right. It's coming up.
All right, sounds good. All right, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Thanks for being around. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. That's it.
That's a wrap.